Hi, this is Eric Martin, Report Game Geek. I'm here with Philippe Nura from Funforge, and we're looking at a prototype not finished other than possibly the cover art for Professor Evil and the Citadel of Time by Matthew Dunstan and Brett Gilbert, who frequently work together. And so now they have brought you something that looked pretty curious. I was hoping you set up a little with the components and not sure what's going on. It's one thing I like about a game when I don't immediately say, oh, I know that's this. I know what to do here. I don't know what this is. So
well, so it will be a surprise. So just to take the words from Brett, the elevator pitch of this game is Scooby-Doo meets Forbidden Island. Okay. So the idea is that you are trying to catch some treasures in a mansion, strange mansion, which is the Citadel of Time, from the Professor Evil, who is this guy. Okay. And this guy is crazy, and he kind of travels in time to bring back to his mansion, to his own private collection, objects from either antiquities or the future times or whatever. So, but obviously they have nothing to do there. So you are here to get them back and to bring them back.
Okay, that seems like a hard prospect, fighting someone with a time machine. But okay.
So how does it work? You can play from 2 to 4 players. It's a co-op game, pure co-op game. And you will have to manage several actions while avoiding to meet the professor in the mansion to be able to get the treasures. There are 12 rooms in the mansion, plus one central room, which is this kind of clock, which is a very important element of the gameplay, because everything will happen there regarding time and the remaining times that you will have to accomplish your action. At the beginning of the game, in the mansions, there are several things. There are doors, which are these small sticks. There are switches, which can be either turned off or turned on. Basically, these are traps, that you will have to deactivate to be able to fetch the treasures. There are the treasures, and there is the professor. There are 3 treasures at a time: the blue one, the red one, and the green one. Behind the discs, you see a clock with a time indicated on it. At the beginning of the game, you place this time marker here on the 12 section of the clock, and you will place the time markers from the treasures depending on what is indicated on the treasure. So this one says 30 minutes to the professor, so you place it there. This one says 40 minutes, so it gets there, and this one 50 minutes. Obviously, this one should be easier to catch than this one. The time also tells you the difficulty that you will have to get the treasures. To get a treasure, you will have to switch off the corresponding traps. So to get this one, you will have to switch off all of the orange switch in the castle. At the beginning of the game, during the setup, half of them are switched on and half of them are switched off. It's random. And the treasures are also placed randomly in the castle thanks to these cards, which just show the location where you will place the treasure. The goal of the game is to get 4 treasures before the professor. If this time marker at a point get to a treasure, the professor will get this treasure and it will be lost. If you lose 4 treasures, you lose the game. So how does it work? You will have a character, firstly. Each character, there are 5 of them in the game. Each character has a special ability, which is behind him, but it's not available at the beginning of the game. They all have a certain type of ability. Some of them are movement-based, some of them are immune to the presence of the professor, others can switch things remotely, and so on. At the beginning of your turn, you draw 2 of your cards. You have 6 action cards. You draw 2 of your cards, which will allow you to do something special, and you will have to choose one of them. depending on the remaining actions. You have 3 actions. This is not an action. This is free. Okay. You have 3 actions. The first action, obviously, if it's the beginning of the game, is to enter the mansion. You can enter through the windows, not the door, because it's protected. Okay. So you can enter there, or there. Okay. You cannot go out of the mansion, which means you cannot do this and this. Okay. Except if the professor kicks you from the house. But I will explain this later. So moving is an action. Switching off a switch is an action. If this one was on, I want to switch it off because obviously we want to switch all the switches off. Right. It's an action. Getting a treasure is an action. Opening a door is an action. Okay, so you have 3 actions. For instance, let's say we want to get these treasures. We want to switch off this one because it's the only orange switch which is on the board. So I will enter, let's say, first action. Second action, I remove the door. Third action, I get there. I cannot switch it off because I have no more actions. Right. I can look at my cards. No, I'm not the yellow one. I'm the pink one. That's no problem. This one says I can unlock all doors in 2 rooms I visit this turn. It's not really interesting for me. Or this one says the professor can't lock doors this turn. Okay. Well, for the moment, they are not this interesting.
These are not actions that you would use?
These are effects,
on top of everything.
Okay. It might be actions or effects.
Okay. Could we go back and move into the room and then unlock the door?
Yeah.
To save you an action?
Yeah, of course. If I had played correctly, I would have looked at my cards before the actions. So let's say, okay, this one interests me. I discard this one. I enter the room. I use my ability. I unlock the doors. All of the doors. Yes. So 3 ones. Second action, I enter there. And third action, I switch this off.
All right.
So this is the end of my turn. At the end of my turn, I will throw these 3 dice. Okay? One die will tell how fast the time marker will move on the clock. Okay? It's 5 minutes or 10 minutes. There is 5 sides, 5 minutes, and 1 side, 10 minutes.
Okay.
And these dice are the very smart part of the game because this die will show only one color, and the colors are linked to treasures and also to movements. Okay. And this die will tell what is happening with the professor. If I throw these dice, for instance, it says that the professor moved 2 through the blue doors. So he's here, a blue door is here, so he moved 1, and a second blue door is here, so he moved 2. If these doors should have been opened, he will close them behind him. Okay. If this switch was off, he will turn it on automatically. And if he met someone in a room where it goes, he kicked this character from the house. So this player will have to enter again. Okay. So this is for the movement. He can also teleport.
So actually, when he was 1-2 with the blue, this is going to end up on.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. He can also teleport directly to a room where there is the corresponding color treasure. Okay. So it's the blue one. He goes there, he turns this on, and as he has teleported into the room, he will close all of the doors from the room. Okay? Okay. And if someone is there, he kicks him. Okay. Or the treasure time markers might move. This one says the blue treasure time marker will move backward from 10 minutes. So it will get closer to the professor, which in the same time is moving 5 minutes there. So it might be harder and harder to get to the treasures. And then it's another player turns, which do is 3 actions, play his cards, and so on. When you get a treasure, when you manage to get the treasures, because all of the corresponding switch have been turned off and the player has at least an action to get this treasure, you get it, it's saved there, and you draw one new one, which is, for instance, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay,
that's a good one to get.
It's a 45 minutes treasures. Okay, so you will, if the professor was there, for instance, you always place the time marker depending on the position of the professor. Okay. And you draw a new card which says, okay, this treasures pops in the gallery. So it pops there. this is an important part of the game because it makes every game different. Although all of the setup is random in a way, thanks to these cards and the placement of the switches and it makes the game always different. Even if it's the same mechanics, it's always different. There is no one way to go to the best location to find a treasure or to unlock switches and so on. So
only other thing is, what are the card symbols here?
When the professor cross one of these symbols, you will be able to unlock a character's ability. Okay. All of the players will choose which one is unlocked. Okay? So everyone says, okay, I can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Depending on the situation, we found more interesting your power, so maybe you should unlock your power. Okay? So it happens each time the professor cross this time section. Okay. The extra powers from the characters are split in two. There is one that is automatic. For instance, this one says, before you take actions, you may always move to a room adjacent to the professor. Okay. You may. You are not obliged, but you may. And you have one extra one. If you use it, this one says, in addition, on your turn, you may flip this card to take any number of extra move actions this turn. If you choose to use it, you lose your power and you flip your card again. And you will have to wait the professor to get to another location to be able eventually to flip it.
Interesting. Yeah, that sounds pretty neat. I mean, I like the arrogance of this guy. First of all, that if he catches you in your house, all he does is he kicks you out. Like, he doesn't call the police. No. He doesn't kill you. He's just like, just move along. I don't worry about you. Yes. It's very confident SOB here. All right. Professor Evil in the Citadel of Time, and we'll look forward to the finished production. Possibly Spiel 2017?
Before, this game is planned to release before summer.
Oh, okay.
So it's currently under graphic production. I have some artworks there if you want to see them.
And we're going to do that off camera, I guess.
We plan to release this game, I think, for May or June.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the overview.
You're welcome. Thank you.